All right, congratulations, Jim.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You just won the Super Bowl in the fucking Adirondack. What are you gonna do now?
Going to Paradox Brewery.
It is 10:45 and we are parked and we are starting our walk up Street 9. Our plan was to start walking by noon, so we got an hour and 45-minute head start and we are on our way. This is Heart Lake. This is what we're dealing with today. Signing at the trail register for Street 9. My God. Here's the view. Hey, here we are. Nye Mountain. Boom. Nye Mountain. Here's to you, 2 hours. Well, that's good stuff. Magnetalin. Alright, coming off of Nye Mountain. Got it right exactly in 2 hours. So that's high peak. I don't know, 38, 39, something like that. And now we're headed back over the street. Probably 45 minutes away or so, I'm gonna guess. All right, we are now at Street Mountain. And what time is it? 1:19, so about 2.5 hours. Get Street 9. Street Mountain, here we go. Oh, that's tasty. All right, Street Mountain, and we got Nye and then Street in 2 hours and 20 minutes or so. So we got about probably half an hour or so up here if we want it before we got to head over to Wright and watch sunset on Wright. This is the current plan. So beer time. Ooh, that's cold. All right, over here we got Algonquin and Iroquois and Marshall, and over here I'm guessing that is Santanoni and Panther. Might be Cuxacraga right behind it. And then over here is, and the closest one is Seward. No, that's Seymour. Behind it is Seward, Donaldson, and Emmons. What a view. What a view. Leaves are changing down there. It's beautiful. Enjoying the view. Enjoying it even more now. On our way down from Street and Nye. There's a pretty little creek that we've been following the whole way. We are now on the old Marcy Dam Trail. Our goal is to get right about 6 o'clock or 6:30 in time for sunset. And taking the views. Beautiful day. Looking forward to this prize. We are about halfway up Wright. Real rocky trail, but pretty easy to navigate. Getting steeper and steeper as we go. But kind of a neat trail. A lot of big rocks and boulders and scrambles. Looks like we're coming up to one here pretty soon. Crossing a little creek. Right up there's the trail. There's a little waterfall coming down that we'll be chasing for a while. Pretty spot. This is straight up. It is pretty already. All right, it's looking down the valley. Here's coming up to Wright. Coming up this hill here. And there's a trail marker, so I'm going up and over that. We're getting there. Alright, nearing the summit of Wright Peak. We want to stop and take a video. It is stunning. That's Heart Lake. That's where we started. The car's parked down there somewhere. You can see Whiteface off in the distance. So this is how much far we have to go. And here we're coming right up to the summit of Wright. Right up on the peak. Marcy will be there in a couple of days, Colden. Holy cow. Algonquin. What a view. Giants over there. Right peak before sunrise, sunset. Cheers. Hell yeah. All right, we are on top of Wright Peak, and it's dark, and not much of a sunset, but it was beautiful up here, and the moon was up. It's now hidden behind the clouds right there. Pan around, and that's Lake Placid down there. I got a ways to go, about 3 miles down to camp. Beautiful. Heading down Wright Peak, about 8 o'clock at night. Picking our way through the boulders. Still got about almost a mile to go to get to the lodge. It's dark, but the trail's pretty easy now. Rocks were slow. We are almost to the car. This is the lodge right here. And we got Nye, and then Street, and then Wright. Watch the moon come up and the sunset. What a day. Ready for some pizza and beer and a big glass of water. All right, little Dickel.
That's what she said.
Emphasize little. All right, we made it back to camp. We're at LT1 at the lodge. Enjoying some dessert. Dickel rye, and it's almost midnight, almost Friday. Hell of a Thursday. These guys drove all the way up from Cleveland, Ohio. It's a hard drive.
Barely even stopped.
Barely stopped. Peed in a cup. All right, we made it to the garden parking lot, and it's full, but there's a couple of spots left. So we just snuck in, and we're going to be hiking into Bushnell Falls Lean-To today, and just had lunch at the Noon Mark Inn in Keene. Really good. We're full, ready to hike. Got about 5 miles to go today with full packs. Just left the garden parking lot. It's a little after noon, and we are headed for Bushnell Falls Lean-To. Hopefully that's where we get.
Bushnell.
Got Weston here, and then Tim and Sean and Jim are just behind us. But should be a fairly easy day. 5 miles, mostly uphill though, with full packs. And it's pretty. The rain stopped. Sun is out. See what happens.
Oh dear, there's a deer.
Took a break at the John Brooks Lodge. We got about 1.8 miles to go to Bushnell Falls, where we're going to find a lean-to for the night. It's a pretty cool place. Sat on the deck, had a beer. You ready?
All buddy.
All right, let's do it.
Did it.
Absolutely beautiful hike coming up on Bushnell Falls. But this is a rocky kind of hike. Big trees, leaves are falling. Walking along this creek, Johns Brook. So we'll hopefully catch some fish later tonight. And it is beautiful. Still on the trail to Bushnell Falls. Beautiful trail. There's a lot of up we just did. But it's always worth it. It's pretty hike. Finally found the Bushnell Falls lean-to number 2. Wow, from here it looks gorgeous. We are at the Bushnell Falls lean-to number dose.
Tim, can you hear me? There's a
Making dinner.
thing with number 2 on the side, but number 1 on your hearts. Throw it over here.
And I got some pasta going in here. Sean's got some pasta going over there. We're in the lean-to. It's raining. It was not on the forecast. And we're doing all right. Doing all right. It's what day is it? Saturday morning, and getting ready to go take off for Haystack and then Marcy. Got a little frost last night. Snowed a little bit. Everybody's eating breakfast, getting ready to go. Jim's big day. Jim's big day. It's about 7:30 or so in the morning, and we're getting ready to take off. All right, we are headed out. Go ahead, Weston, you'll lead us. For Haystack and then Marcy. Jim's 46. A little bit of frost on the trees. Very pretty walk.
Oh yeah.
Curious little bastard.
I stepped away because I didn't want him to jump that.
Hey little man, what's up?
Believe it or not, they call this slant rock.
Toilet.
And there's a toilet. The slant rock crapper. Yeah.
Stairmaster 2023 or 2 or something.
Let's see, there's peaks back there. Just came up one of the steeper points at the junction here. We're headed to Haystack. We are headed to Haystack now. It's a 1 mile away apparently. We'll be back here in a couple hours and then take this trail up to Marcy. On our way. Beautiful, beautiful hike. Oh my goodness, sun's coming out, not a cloud in the sky. Nice little waterfall in the trail here. There is some up coming up. Coming up to the tree line. That was a rough, icy, rocky hike. And there's Haystack there. Sticking way up there. A little ways to go, but we're almost there. All right, we're on top of Little Haystack. Got to go down that valley. Here's the trail to get there. Going down, way down, and then back up. Circling around. That's Skylight, and Marcy is next, right there. There is Sean and Roy and Jim on Little Haystack. I'm about halfway up Haystack. You hear me breathing at the top of Haystack. Oh my God, it's beautiful. There's no wind. You can see forever. It's a great range coming up, Saddleback Basin and Giants way back in the distance. You can see snow out there where it's cloudy. There's snow most of the way up. Starting to melt a little bit. Panning all the way around. That's Marcy there. And Skylight getting into the clouds. And then on to the south and west. And you can see all the color down there. It is gorgeous. So looking kind of east, that's Nipple Top. On the left side, you can kind of see where it gets its name. And Dix is behind that, and the whole Dix Range. Huff, South Dix, and Macomb. Going across. We got hikers. Haystack Mountain. Marcy's next.
Good stuff.
Coming up to number 45. What number you at?
45.
45. We are on top of Haystack. Almost on top of the world. Or at least on top of New York. In a couple minutes, couple hours, we'll be right over there. On top of New York. So we are at the junction of a trail that trail, and this trail goes to Marcy. We took this trail, and that goes to Basin. We got about a half a mile down, so we got to turn around, and we just lost about a mile, and we'll be getting home in the dark. All right, we are now where we should have been an hour ago. We're going to take the Phelps Trail to Mount Marcy. So a mile and a half, heading up this hill. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
We are about, I don't know, quarter mile from the top, half mile from the top. Beautiful view. There's Haystack, where we were a couple hours ago. Coming out of the woods, there's where we're headed. All right, this is Marcy. We made it. Top of Marcy. It's wind picked up when we got here. There's the McIntyre Range of Colton. You can see forever. We are on top of New York State. Look who we found on top of New York State. Troy. Here it comes, 100 yards. Let's go. Sprint. Sprint. Yes. Cheers. We're on Tahawas. Number 41. Top of New York State. Here to come.
Pizza and wings ready.
What's that?
Pizza and wings ready.
Just about. Something better than pizza and wings.
Ooh, I figured that out on the walk.
What'd you figure out?
What you brought.
How'd you figure that out?
I figured that out too, because you were talking about the guy saying that he brought that. Open.
Nice job buying a gift for yourself, Randy.
You know what?
What?
I think I effed that up.
Oh well.
Any water
bottle?
I'm gonna walk while I got my stuff.
Oh, it's still recording. All right, we got the number 46.
Should I just use this one? Or do you want the
Can
beer
if you
can?
want.
You want the beer can?
Hey, whatever it takes. Got yours?
Make sure you can see the top cut.
That's not a beer. That's actually a old fashioned. All right, congratulations, Jim.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very
That's
much.
a bingo. Bottoms up.
Oh, hold up. What was
What?
I going to say?
I don't know.
Jim,
Zinga.
you just became a 46er. What are you going to do now?
Take two.
Take two.
You just won the Super Bowl in the fucking Adirondack. What are you gonna do now?
I'm going to Paradox Brewery.
Hey, all right.
For that game.
Yes. Oh, who's up?
Sunday morning, about, I don't know, 9 o'clock or something. We're breaking camp. And mission accomplished so far. We got Street and I and Wright on Thursday. Then Saturday we hiked up Haystack and Marcy, or Tahawas as it's supposed to be called. And Jim got his 46 on Tahawas. And now we're heading out. We're going to try to catch some rookies maybe on the way out. And celebrate at Paradox sometime this afternoon. We got a whole another day and a half of this, so looking forward to it. Not sure where we're going to stay tonight. Got a lot of options. We'll figure that out. Another pretty day to hike. We are back in the garden parking lot. Jim is signing out. And still pretty crowded. Sunday about 1 o'clock. Still a crowded parking lot. We left the garden parking lot and now it is time to celebrate. What do you do after 46, Jim?
Going to Paradox Brewery. You just want to sing? All right.
All right, just got back from Paradox and we found this campsite, which is right along the river. Tim's going to catch us some brookies. We got a fire started. Got some beer drinking. Got our hammock set up. Ready for the last night. Pretty spot.